What's going on, everybody? This your boy the Black Akashi, and I'm here to talk about One Piece. Now, this week is going to mark the 1000th chapter of One Piece, which is highly unheard of because most chapters don't even reach 1,000. I mean, some will come close, but most don't reach 1,000. And knowing when, who knows when the hell One Piece is actually going to end. It would be crazy if it gets to 2,000. But anyway, I'm here to talk about One Piece. As you can see the title and the thumbnail, I'm talking about if One Piece is worth the watch. If this is your first time here, I post gaming and anime videos. And if you enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, and share or subscribe. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, One Piece is highly one of the most popular, unpopular anime in the game right now. To be honest, One Piece has been around for 23 years. 23 years and 1,000 chapters and like 900 something episodes. Almost 900 something episodes. And it's been around for 23 years. That is freaking crazy, I might add. In my honest opinion, One Piece in Japan is like Dragon Ball Z in America. Because One Piece is highly loved in Japan. And in America, it's not. Like, niggas love Dragon Ball Z. Everybody loves Dragon Ball Z. But nobody loves One Piece, which is crazy. I mean, One Piece has a following out here, but it's not as huge as Dragon Ball Z. And that's mind-blowing because, like, to me, One Piece is just about the journey. If you're not sticking around for a journey, then One Piece is most likely not the anime for you. Like, if you've never read or watched One Piece, you probably were just like me. Like, before I even thought of even reading or watching One Piece, I've seen all of the memes and all of the jokes about One Piece having like 900 something episodes and so many freaking chapters and so much filler and all of that stuff. Like, I've seen them all, and that was like the main reason why I never watched it or read it. But once I did, but to backtrack, I only started One Piece because I played the Burning Blood game. That was my first introduction to One Piece. I played that game, no questions about it. I thought it was just a game to me. It wasn't giving any spoilers or anything, even though it was at the time. But it was nothing to me. I got it for like $8, so why wouldn't I play the damn game? So I played that, and I liked the game. But it took like about a year or two after I finally decided to say, you know what? I want to watch One Piece. And I think I started like a first couple episodes, and I really liked it. I love Luffy's introduction, the type of character he was. You know, just a young goofy nigga, a young dumb nigga that's pulling up on anybody. But, you know, once Zorro came into the paint, that's when it really got me invested. But as I was reading and as I was watching and reading the anime simultaneously, just to compare the two, I started to think to myself, you know, the show isn't losing me, but I want to know if what I'm investing into is totally worth it. So, because I didn't even look up any videos or topics about should I watch One Piece or should I read or watch One Piece. I never did any of that. So if you're doing this, I'm not judging you. That's just me. I never do that. I mean, I'll watch a video about an anime I've already watched that's talking about it, but I'm not the type of person to just look up and say is so and so worth watching or reading. I'll just if I'm not reading it or watching it now, it's on my bucket list. So yeah, it's on my to-do list. I looked up the best arc in One Piece, which is Marineford. It still is Marineford. Marineford is the best arc in One Piece, and I already have a video talking about that. So I'll have that in the video as well. Now I looked up seeing that One Piece was the best arc and I said One Piece. Marineford is the best arc in One Piece. So I was like, okay, let me watch Marineford and see if this is worth the investment. And I was fucking blown away. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but nigga, I was freaking blown away by what I was witnessing, man. Just seeing what was happening, man. Just Luffy pulling up in one of the biggest battles at the time. Or the biggest battle that we know of, because there's been bigger battles that's manga related, but that's happened in the past. But I'm not gonna go into details about that. Just seeing Luffy pull up, Luffy, who is a character who is out of his range. He got his ass beat at Sabaody, and now he's pulling up in an area where he definitely does not have no expertise of being there. Everybody literally told Luffy when he was there, he's like, stay in your lane. This is not for some. You're too young for this. This is grown man shit. This is not where you need to be. So go back to Sabaody or go back to wherever, the East Blue, and get your weight back up and then pull up on us. That's literally what they were telling him the whole time. But he still was going. He was still fighting for his life just to save a certain somebody. I'm not gonna go into too many spoilers about that, because somebody that might not have watched or read One Piece is watching this video. So I won't spoil anything, I promise. But just know, hands down, Marineford is the best arc in One Piece. It's up for debates, but it's my favorite one. It's my favorite arc in One Piece. It's the best arc in there until Wano finishes, because Wano is showing some potential as well. But I'm not going into details about that. Now, after I finished Marineford, I was like, okay, I'm definitely watching this. I can't resist it now. I've watched all of this shit happen. I've seen all these characters that I've never seen before. I haven't been introduced to, and I was like, okay, I knew who Shanks was, and Shanks and Mihawk. I knew who they were because I got a little deep into the story before I watched Marineford. So I was like, okay, I know who these niggas are, but I don't know who the rest are. So when all of this was happening, I was like, man, yeah, I'm in it now. I don't care. So I literally rewind. I went back in time. I hit bite the dust, and I rewind time and got my ass right back into One Piece. That was a JoJo reference if you didn't catch that. Now, as I mentioned, One Piece is about the journey. It's about the characters and the world building. It's not about niggas just fighting. It's not about niggas just throwing hands and shit all the time, like in Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z. One Piece is like your life. You start at the birth, and with each arc, you're going into your different phases in life. Like, you're watching them grow up, and One Piece is literally a life story. One Piece is literally life. Like, One Piece has been in the game for 23 years. 23 years, and we're still not done. One Piece is 23 years old. That's your young age right now. And these niggas are still young. I think Zorro and them are like 18 or 9, like 18 probably, 17 or 18 right now, probably 19. Like, it's crazy that they're doing all this shit right now, man. But One Piece, in my honest opinion, is definitely worth the watch, or definitely worth the read. Because if the quickest way to catch up to One Piece is reading the manga, hands down, no debate. People, you think it's not possible to catch up to One Piece in like a week and a half or two? You could literally catch up to One Piece in a week and a half, a month max, depending on how many chapters you read a day. Because when I was reading the manga, I was reading it simultaneously while watching the episodes to compare them. But once I decided to not watch the anime anymore, I got the Sky P and said, you know what, I'm just read the manga because I'm getting tired of watching these episodes. Because it's just a pacing issue, that's all. But once I decided to stop doing that, I caught up towards the end of the year, to be honest. I was reading like about over 10 chapters a day. I'm not even lying, over 10 chapters a day. So I was reading like about 40 to 50 chapters per week. Probably more. I don't know. Like when I was catching up back then, when I was catching up with shit, I would like read like I read like different stories each day. Like one day I would read One Piece. The next day I would read Dragon Ball. Then the next day I would read Black Clover. Next week, the next day I'd read My Hero. You know, just when I was catching up with shows, catching up with mangas, I read a different one a certain day. So that's why it took me a little longer to catch up to One Piece. But if you really dedicated to it, you could catch up to One Piece. You can catch up to One Piece really quickly. If you could read 50 or more chapters a week, then nigga, you could catch up. You catch up really fast. 50 or more, you could definitely catch up. Like, I'm not even capping. Not even 50 a week. If you could read more than 10 chapters a day, you could definitely catch up to One Piece. There's 7 days in a week. If you could somehow read 50 chapters a week, that's literally 350. That's literally 350 chapters right there. That's literally 300. That's literally 350 chapters. So that's 1/3 of it right there. We are in chapter 199. That's 1/3 of it. You could catch up to One Piece in 3 weeks. If you can read 50 or more chapters a week. If you could read 50 chapters a day, my bad. My bad. My math is off with that. If you could read 50 chapters a day, there's 7 days in a week. You could catch up to One Piece in like 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Like that's literally it. But I don't know. Some people build different. Some people could read like 10 or so chapters a day, and that could be 50, and then 50. That could be like that's probably like 3 months or so. So it could take. It depends on how much you read. So let's just say that catching up with One Piece, it's not that hard. Just read the manga if you want to catch up, and then watch the anime for certain moments, like certain fights and certain scenes. So just to see how badass it is, because to be honest, I haven't watched the One Piece anime in so long, but I've been seeing all of the top tier moments that have been going on in the Wano arc. I've like the Zorro fights, they are literally going off with these fights, man. The Zorro fights, like the moments in Wano in the anime are so top tier. They are in leagues ahead of what they're showing in the manga, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the flashback arc, man, because that's what I want to see animated, man, because that is gonna be freaking crazy. Toei went off with Wano, man. This is the type of animation. This is the type of shit that people be wanting to see with One Piece. This is one of those animes that you need to watch before you die. I don't care how long it is. I don't care about none of that. One Piece is the anime that you need to watch before you die. If you can watch over 1,000 episodes of Naruto, you can definitely watch 8 or 9 something episodes of One Piece. I don't care. I know Naruto is easier to get hooked into. You can get hooked into Naruto off the first episode, but you can get hooked into Naruto. I mean, I don't know, man. Some people be saying they be like on episode like 1 or 200 and they're still not invested in the One Piece. I mean, if you watch 200 episodes and you're still not hooked, then why are you still watching it? But if you're that deep in, that's why I just say, man, if you do not know if you want to fully invest in the One Piece, I don't care if it's skipping ahead. Just watch Marineford. Just watch Marineford, and that'll form your opinion. I mean, it formed that opinion for me. I don't know if it'll make that decision for you, but if it doesn't, then by all means, don't watch One Piece. I guess it's just not for you. I mean, you could just probably watch like the fights and stuff, but then that's it. But if One Piece not for you, it's not for you. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you if you don't watch One Piece or read it, because hey, man, we all have our preferences. This is we were all built different. If we were all one and the same, we wouldn't have so many different opinions. If we all just be one mindless robot. The 1,000th chapter, man. I am so freaking ready for this 1,000th chapter, man. I cannot wait to see what we're gonna get in store to, man. And if you're a manga reader, let me know in the comments on what you think is gonna happen in the 1,000th chapter, because we could get into a deep flashback about the freaking about the battle between the Rocks Pirates and Garp. We could get in. We could see how it happened, what happened. Like, there's so many possibilities on what could happen in the 1000th chapter, man. Like, there's so many badass moments that that could happen. We could see so many things, man. Like, we could see more bounty reveals. Like, I was during the bounty reveal craze, man. I was hoping that we would see the freaking Warlord's bounties next. I don't care man, if they somehow did that, that would be freaking crazy. I'm gonna just say that. But because the last chapter 999 was crazy. That was freaking hype. That was a really good chapter. That chapter felt like 2 chapters in one, and it was paced so beautifully that it made you think that it was 2 chapters in one. So looking at chapter 1000, man, that's gonna be crazy. They gonna fuck around and do three chapters in one. That's how fucking crazy it would be, man. 3 chapters in one. Could you imagine that? Psh, that would be crazy. But, you know, as my journey with One Piece, my top 2 characters are Shanks and Zorro. Zorro is hands down my favorite character of the Straw Hats, and Shanks is hands down my favorite character in fucking One Piece history. I don't care if we haven't seen that man throw hands or what. This man got pulled. This man got the juice. This man lost the one arm and still got the juice. This man is heavily respected and heavily feared. The only person that we have known to throw hands with freaking Mihawk and become best buddies with him. Like, come on. That's too much, man. Shanks got all the juice, man. I don't care what you say. Shanks is the GOAT. I don't even care if I'm afraid that Shanks might be underwhelmed. Like, when he finally start putting in work, this man gonna be trash. I don't even care about that, man. I'd rather. Actually, yeah, I do care. Like, I care about some of these characters, man. If they freaking so hyped and they be so trash, it would be so underwhelming. Like, we waited all these years to see these characters put in work, and they're just fodder. They not even that good. Like, it's the same thing with bounties too. Like, some of these characters with bounties would be trash. Like, okay, side note. Nico Robbins bounty. Nico Robin is one of the people in the world right now, one of the surviving members right now of her clan, one of the only people that could read the poneglyphs. And you mean to tell me that she's labeled as an enemy of the government, that she only has like a 300 million bounty berry? I mean, 300 million 300 million bounty? Come on. She can read she can read the location of the One Piece and all of the deadly weapons in the world. And you mean to tell me she's only worth 300 million? She had like a 30 million bounty when she was a kid. That ain't nothing. Like, when she's a member of the Revolutionary Army. She's still at 300 million. She deserves $1 billion. She should be one of the members of the squad that should be in $1 billion besides Luffy. Like, come on. Like, that's why I'm kind of scared for Dragon's bounty too, because this man Dragon might have a freaking bounty of 500 million or something, and he's labeled technically the enemy of the government, the enemy of the world. Like I hope this bounty ain't trash, because seeing Robbins is like, come on, man. This man Roger should be fucking. I say Roger. This man freaking Dragon should be at least 900 billion or something like that. Like, I know who would technically be the #1 bounty of all time in One Piece. I know who, but I hope Dragon has that title, or at least is the second highest, because I'm gonna be extremely disappointed if his freaking bounty isn't as high as I want it to be. Because, got sidetracked for a second. But One Piece is worth it, to be honest. One Piece is worth it. It's literally worth watching, reading. It's worth everything, man. Why do you think it's one of the big 3? It would not be one of the big 3 if it was not good. That's why I don't know why people always be throwing all that shade about One Piece, bruh. Like, if it's part of the big 3, why the fuck would it not be popular? Why would you not watch it? How can you watch Bleach and Naruto, but you won't watch One Piece? Come on. If you don't like One Piece, fine. I'll accept that. If you don't like it, but at least you watch it. But One Piece, man, it's worth the watch. Oda was a genius. Oda was a madman when he made One Piece. Like, this man has been doing this since 1997. Since July 1997. It's December 2020. 23 years. 23 years. Oda has not missed one bit yet. If you can be around for 23 years and still be popular, like, One Piece is one of the top selling, is the top selling manga in history. I know Demon Slayer did it at one time, but One Piece is still the undeniable king of manga. One Piece is the definitive king of manga. Like, One Piece is an anime that you gotta watch before you die. It's just simple as that, man. There's no debate. One Piece is a GOAT. One Piece is the GOAT. It's one of the best. It's one of the best mangas. One of the best anime out there right now. It's up for debate, but it's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest stories. It will go down. It will hands down go down as one of the best stories. One of the best anime/manga in history. And nobody will ever top the records that it has. I mean, Demon Slayer did it one time, but that was 1 week. Demon Slayer's ended. Demon Slayer ended, so they're done. One Piece is still going. One Piece is still going, and it's still gonna be top. It's still gonna be #1 every week in manga sales. So there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing. That's it. That's it, man. One Piece is going to be hands down the GOAT for many years to come. Whenever One Piece ends, that's when it ends, man. And it's going to hands down be one of the greatest stories ever told. Not one of the greatest stories ever told, but one of the greatest journeys in anime history. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you on the Grand Line.